Hey y'all. So I don't know who's gonna feel this and really overstand, but for the past few days I've been feeling like a real sadness in my heart concerning like the state of our people for real. It's like the more that you tap in and the more aware that you become, the more you start to feel, right? And I was kind of running away from that feeling for a while because one of those people that feel things very intensely, right? But you can't run forever if it is you have like a purpose and stuff. So since I've been back home, it's like sort of a little bit of sadness because like I'm happy to be home, but I'm sad about the state that the country is in. um we are only in what, the third week of January, second or third week, and already we at 16 plus murders for the year. It's like it's getting worse year by year, right? I mean, I don't observe the new year in January, but based on everyone else, it's like, okay, this is the start of the year in January and already 16 plus murders. That is very sad. And it's 16 plus murders, mostly young people. However, I'm in a maxi taxi, and the topic of discussion is on problems in the fetting scene because it's close to carnival, right? And the discussion is on issues that happen in the soca world and with events and the challenges that they face and whatnot. Now, I'm not against anybody's artistry. I'm not against what people do for their money or whatever. It's not my concern. I'm concerned about the state of our people, right? And what kind of gets me is that in the midst of what is taking place, we still find it necessary to revel. We still find it necessary to go and fete and party. And I understand that some people use it as an escape um, in the midst of all the sadness and drama that is going on. You want to have some fun. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make it go away, right? Like when you leave the fete and you go back home, when carnival is over after the 2 days of jumping up in the road, when carnival is over, we still have to face all that is going on in the country, right? And as we all know, during carnival time is when the crime does be at its peak. After thefts is like massacre does be going on, a lot of thefts be going on, people lose their cars, their car parts, people get robbed of their jewelry, people get robbed of their money. All of these things happen a lot during carnival time. And I just don't understand why year after year after year we still continue to do this. It's like, are we not concerned about what actually happened? I think people that have a platform and have a say and have a mouthpiece that get people ears to listen, especially if you are on the radio and you have a program on the radio that you have access to thousands of people, that you will use it for good. And it's like, I know that a lot of people are not tapped into their connection with the Most High, and I know a lot of people don't care about having a connection with the Most High. um, that doesn't make it less real. That doesn't make the Most High less real. That doesn't make the coming of age of things that are going to happen less real. And we are seeing where we are going, right? A lot of people have been having these type of dreams where you actually seeing the place going to ruins. Not just not just people in church and you know what you call highly spiritual, like everyday normal people. And it's not a coincidence that so much people are having like similar dreams. And it's not just about what people are dreaming, but we are seeing what is happening in real time. Like people are dying every day in large numbers all over the world, and it's mostly our people, right? People who look like you and me. That's the people that are dying. And a lot of the percentage of the people that look like you and me are young men, and more prevalent now, a lot of young women are dying at the hands of these young men too. So it's like, I think at some point we have to get with the program and focus on what is more important, right? Use our platforms to really speak positive and speak life into our people, and forget about all of that unnecessary stuff that actually taking us further and further away from our moral values and our moral compass. Because our culture of carnival, all it does is encourage people to be less moralistic, right? Women on the road half naked. It encourages promiscuity during carnival time. Is when you hear the most songs about infidelity. I just heard a song on the radio, and this influencer is talking about she named woman and she don't need to listen to a man, and a man can't tell her nothing. This is the type of messages that is being, you know, spread to our young people, right? And another one I hear on the radio is about if it is you can't if it is you don't trust your man, stay home and don't come in the fete or something like that, because you go in and whine upon your man anyway. And it's like it's just an encouragement to make it seem like it's okay to do these things. Like it's just, I don't know how we became so conditioned. And I was once one of the people who believed that it was okay to just go to a party, right, and gyrate yourself on people, whether it's people you know or strangers. But that is provocation, that is, it's revelry. Like the Most High is against these type of things. It's like you are enticing people, you are operating in a state of consciousness of lust, right? It's very low frequency. We are operating in very low frequency, and there's so much things that comes with operating in low frequency. We might think that it's just all fun and games, but there's so much things that comes with that, right? If you don't have morals and you don't have standards in certain areas of your life, there are other things that comes automatically with that, because these entities, right, they don't come in ones and twos, right? They come and they bring their friends. And if you are open, they use you as a vessel. And the more you involve yourself in these dark places, the more you are open to darkness, and the more you see yourself going lower and lower and lower into that lower vibration, right? And it's the more you see yourself being less driven by morals, right? You don't have a certain standard for yourself or others rather, right? And we live in a culture where it's okay to, people feel it's okay to look at another man, woman, and it's okay to look at another woman, man, and actually desire them, and we don't see that as wrong to do and things like that. I'm not saying that's everybody, but it's the majority, because the music that we listen to actually encourages that type of behavior. There's a time of the year, every year, that encourages that type of behavior. We need to understand that the state that our society is in has a lot to do with how we value ourselves as individuals and as a people. We need to do better. Our our leaders need to do better. We need to be doing better, and if we cannot depend on our leaders to do better, then it's upon us to do better. Like we need to want more for ourselves. We need to want more for our young people. Like how it is we feeling okay every day knowing that so much of our young people are dying, they're not even getting to actually experience life. It's already so hard, and a lot of people are left crying, a lot of mothers crying, a lot of sisters left crying, mourning their brothers, a lot of family members. You just saw your family just today, and then tonight they're gone. You know what I mean? Some of them dying innocently because of greed and things like that, that people seeing what they have and actually want it instead of going out and work for their own and things like that. And also things being so hard, a lot of people seeing it as their only option to take what others have, right? It's just so much things. It's just so much things that is going on, that I think the least we can do is turn back to the Most High. And it wouldn't change unless we do that. It wouldn't change unless we humble ourselves and turn away from our wicked ways. Turn away from our wicked ways, repent, right, and come back to the Most High morals and the Most High laws, and actually live a life worth living. Like we need to start loving righteousness. We need to start actually worshiping good and not worshiping evil. Is like we like bad things. We need to stop that as a people. We need to stop that. We need to start loving what is good, what is righteous, so that we can actually see ourselves rise above our situations and try and preserve the lives of our people. We need to do better, and I don't know who else feels that way, but it's really sickening at this point. And I'm not like some big self-righteous person, because there was once a time when I had loved soca, and I was never a carnival person, right? There was one year I decided I'm gonna like take part in like some section of carnival, and like there were a couple times that I did Juve, but deep down I actually never really like these things, because I naturally don't like being around so much people. If I'm out, I'll enjoy myself, but it is never something I actually like. And the times when I go, when I went, it was just something to do because I was in like a state of like feeling depressed or something, and I'd rather go out and free my mind. That's when that happened, and I can't see myself being in that environment anymore. And it just comes a time, I think, when we really need to do some introspection and think about what is actually worthwhile and what makes sense, and really truly desire to please the Most High with all our heart, mind, body, soul, spirit, right? This is how we love the Most High, how we keep that connection, by being pure. And nothing that I'm seeing going on with our people, especially our people, is pure. We are operating in impurity and think it's okay. Especially women, we need to do better. Like we need to do better and value and respect ourselves more. Like there's more to life than just looking good, and there's more to life than being just outwardly and being worldly and just caring about your appearance and choosing people based upon how they look and wanting to be seen and things like that. Like we just need to do better. We need to do better is all I'm saying. We need to rise up and level up. We need to level up for the sake of our people. We need to level up for the sake of our people as a collective, and for our next generation to actually have a chance, because they're gonna eat them alive for real. So that's just all I have to say right now. I had to get it off my chest, and if anybody resonates with what I'm saying and you feel the same way that I do and want to see a change, like, you be that voice, speak up, you know, and firstly be the change that you want to see, right? It starts with you as an individual. It starts with me as an individual. I still have a long way to go, right? But I'm doing the work, and we should all do that. Aspire to be at your greatest. Aspire to be perfect. Aspire to be that. Alright, choose righteousness. It might sound cliche, and a lot of people think it's not important and blah 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 blah, you know, but the Most High is real, right? The Ava, the Ahaya, Asha Ahaya, I am that I am. He is very real. And whichever name you recognize, whatever name you choose to call the Most High Creator of this world, of this universe, who created all things, whatever you choose to call that entity, who's outside of this realm and outside of time and space, because he created time and space. If you believe in that spirit of all spirits, if you believe in the Eloha of all the Elohims, if you believe in that power, then you gotta do better, because there's coming a time when he's filtering, and he's picking apart those who belong to him. And those who belong to him are those who worship good. Those who belong to him are those who desire purity and righteousness. Those who belong to him are those who chose to really believe that he is true and exists. So whether you believe or not, and you just want to be free and flow just however you feel in this life, it doesn't change reality. It doesn't change the fact that the Most High is real, and there's going to come a time where he's going to choose out of his chosen, because there are a few chosen, but even in the chosen, there are those who choose to turn away. So he's gonna filter and separate those who belong to him. And if you end up on the next side, then sorry be your portion, wherever it leads to. So yeah, that's just my piece. Shalom, and I wish everybody the best, and I pray that we desire to be better. I pray that we are protected from the guys and the snares and all of the wickedness that the enemy has sent our way as a people, as individuals. I pray that we have discernment. I pray that we cover ourselves daily, and the best way to cover yourself is to do what is right, because then you will not have any doors open for the enemy to be able to get through to you. Alright, so just do what is righteous, choose good. It's not always easy, but it becomes more easy. It becomes easier when you practice daily. So practice, practice, practice. Choose, choose, choose. Alright, family. Love you all. Shalom.